ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। आत्मा का स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण शरीरातिरिक्त पंचकोशातीता सन अवस्था त्रय साक्षी सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप सन या तिष्ठति सा आत्मा। What is the self? This is the most important question of the spirituality. What is the self? Atma kaha? So there are so many ideologies, philosophies, doctrine. What is the self? What is the Atma? What is the God? What is the consciousness? Because it is not visible. So there are some different ideologies. Someone would say Atma means the body. This body is the consciousness. They don't have idea other than this. Atma, is there something divine? So only this body we can see, we can experience. So this body is the self, the Atma, the consciousness. Some other philosophy would say it is not Atma because it dies, it takes birth. So it cannot be Atma, the self. Self is apart from that body, and self goes from this body to another body. Jivatma. Other would say the Atma is something different from that as well. The question is, what is the self? Shankaracharya says, स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण शरीरात व्यतिरिक्तः. To understand the self, the consciousness, the Atma, first you have to understand that this gross body is not self. This gross body is not consciousness. He will give the reason for that. But he is saying that this body is not consciousness, this body is not self. So, sthula sharira vyatiriktaha. What self is? He is not giving definition first. He is negating. This gross body is not self. The self is apart from that gross body. Then comes another concept about the self. Shankaracharya says this is not actually what consciousness. This is also a body. We call it subtle body. Sukshma body, subtle body. So consciousness, the self, the God, the Brahman is apart from that as well. So this gross body is not self. Within this gross body, there is another body. We call it subtle body. By mistaken, you understood that this body is a self, but this body is also not self. This is also body. Sukshma Sariraha is not self. So soul body is not self. Subtle body is also not self. Then comes Karna Sarira, the cause of the body. Karna Sarira, the cause of the two bodies. And this is also not the self. So now the sentence is, we are reading that. First sentence is Sthula, Sukshma, Karna, Sarira, Vyatiriktaha. So first definition. It is like this in Sanskrit. There is a quote, a saying. If you want to indicate something, it is subtle, it is not visible, then we get support from the outer side. Arundhati Nyaya. Arundhati Nyaya. What is Arundhati Nyaya? In the sky, there is a star. We call it Arundhati. Do you know Arundhati? The Vasishtha's wife. So in the sky, there is a star. We call it Arundhati. It is very small. Very small. If you want to see, you should be very, very careful. Then you can see. And you want to show someone that star, then what we would do? We says, okay, see, this is tree. Can you see the tree? Yes, I can see. I can see the tree. Okay. Now see the top of the tree. He says, what? Yes, I can see the top. Just see. Above the top of the tree, in the sky, there is a very tiny star. Yes, now I got it. So we call it Arundhati Nyaya. So Atma, the consciousness, is subtlest. How to describe directly, there is no any indication, no any description. We have to go somewhere negatively, somewhere positively. So he is starting from the negatively. This gross body is not self. Subtle body is also not self. Causal body is also not self. Then comes Panchakosha Thitaha. Another word is Panchakosha Thita. Athita means the beyond. Beyond of the 5 seats. 5 layers of human personality. We have 5 layers in our personality. Shankaracharya will explain what the 5 seats. So 5 seats also not the self, not the consciousness. Then comes avastha, traya, sakshi, another definition. The self is the witness of 3 stages. Yesterday, we were talking about this topic. What is avastha traya? Traya means 3. 3 stages. Waking state, dream, and deep sleep. So you are the witness. Satchidananda. Now, this is the definition actually. This is the definition of the consciousness of the self, Satchidananda Sarupa San. This is the definition. You cannot give, no one can give the better definition than that. Satchidananda Sarupa San. The definition of the self, the definition of the consciousness, of the God, of the Brahman, Bhagavan, whatever you can say, the Satchidananda. Sat, existence, consciousness, and bliss. Satchidananda San, ya tishtati sa atma, ya, whatever. He is not giving any name. He is not rigid to put any name, to put any label. You can put any name, you can put any label according to your faith. It is open for everyone. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. This is the definition. Sat Chid Anand. It should be Sat existence. Not like table. It should be consciousness and bliss. So this is the definition of the Atma, the consciousness, the Brahman, the Bhagavan. Shankaracharya will explain. We should take one by one. Now, question is, so, va sthula shariram kim? What is the gross body? What is the gross body? First question is, he says, the consciousness is apart from the gross body. The consciousness is apart from the subtle body. Consciousness is apart from the causal body. So we have to understand what is the gross body. If you ask any doctor what is the gross body, he will reply another way. In medical language, what gross body is. Gross body means this body. But see the definition in scriptures. If you want to read the Vedanta, if you want to understand the path of spirituality, then their definition of the gross body is very different. According to our medical science or our daily routine experience, we can say gross body has the bones, the muscles, this, that. No. This is not medical science. In gross body, there are legs, hands, stomach, respiratory system, heart, kidney. No, this is not medical class. This is another aspect of the gross body. And deeper than that. So question is, sthula shariram kim, what is the gross body? What is the gross body? Panchikrita panchamahabhutai kritam satkarma janyam. He is giving definition. Panchikrita panchamahabhutai kritam. This gross body, which is made of the 5 great elements that have undergone the process of panchikarana. Panchikaran. So here you would see the different terms. They will come one by one, one by one. So first was gross body. Now comes Panchikaran also. So what is the gross body? The definition is here, that which is made up of the five great elements that have undergone the process of Panchikarana. There are five great elements: the earth, the water, the fire, the air, and the space. Panchikrit Mahabhutai Kritam. This is made up of these five great elements. And only elements not cause for to create this body. Satkarma Janyam. Another cause is here a material cause for the gross body. Like wood is a material cause for the table. Gold is a material cause for the ornament. Same for this gross body, the material cause is what? Material cause is five great elements. And Satkarma Janyam. Only the great five elements cannot create this body. You need karma. Karma. Whatever we have done in our past lives. And Satkarma Janyam, Sat means good. Good activity. Because we believe that in the world there are so many bodies. Some you can understand, we know, some are not even in our knowledge. The scientists sometimes realize there are another insect. We didn't know that. There are some species. So, in our Puranas, in our mythology, there are 84 lakhs yonis. 84. And these all yoni means the body, they are just for get experience, good or bad. They may be animals, they may be insects, tree, even gods in heaven. Only human body is fit for spirituality. Animals are not fit for that path. Even gods in the heaven, they have better object to experience better than us. But the path of spirituality is not available for them. So that is why we call the human body is the result of your Satkarma. Satkarma Janyam. We have done so many punya, good deeds. Because through this body, any human can achieve the realization. These opportunities even God does not have. They are waiting. They are waiting for human birth, maybe in Dubai. See the class? Satkarma Janyam, so that is why Shankaracharya is stating here, this body is not just for bodily experience. You have invested lots of punya for this body. We have done lots of punya to achieve this body. Satkarma janyam. And sukha dukkhadi bhoga yatnam sariram. This is the definition. See. And what happens when we have this body? Sometimes we experience happiness, sometimes we experience misery. So this is the instrument. This body is the instrument for experience good and bad, sorrow and miseries. If there is no body, bodiless consciousness, like this is electricity. Electricity cannot give you light. Even if electricity cannot give you cold, even heat, sound. But when we connect any device, any equipment with the electricity, and then we get the light, the air, and everything. Without electricity, the device also cannot produce. So connection of the both, electricity and the device, equipment, then we can get the light and everything. Same the body. This body is like device, not like device, actually device. Equipment. Bhoga yatanam. Ayatana means equipment. Bhoga, experience. Experience for what? Sukha, dukkha. Experience of happiness. Experience of misery. Without body, we cannot experience the sense of happiness, the misery. So body is the medium, equipment, device to experience good and bad. Bhoga yatanam. And asti jayate vardhate vipranamate apakshiyate vinashyati sad vikar vad etat sthula shariram. Etat sthula shariram, this gross body, has another speciality, special character, quality, and that is shadvikar. 6 modifications. Vikar. Vikar means modification. First is asti. Asti means, in Sanskrit, asti means age. Age. Then comes jayate, takes birth. Vardhate, grows. Viparinamate, apakshiyate, vinashyati iti. Now see, in this body, when this body is in mother's womb as a fetus, we call it asti. Body is there. Baby is expected. So body is in mother's womb, but it has to come out. So this is the asti. Asti means age, age, age. Then comes jayate. The baby takes birth. This is the birth. So it was before birth. But we celebrate birthday when he takes birth. So first is asti, age. Then comes jayate, takes birth. Then vardhate. Vardhate means slowly, gradually grows. Viparinamate. And slowly, viparinamate, it gets maturity. It becomes mature. Viparinamate, apakshiyate. See the cycle. Started from the asti, then takes birth, then slowly. See the kids, they are growing so fast. After 5 years, when we see some kids, oh, you are so tall. Vardhate. And after some time, then what? Apakshiyate. The another part starts. Apakshiyate, decaying. The power of the eyes becomes less. Then we need our chasma. This device, that equipment, we need support. Vinashyatihi. And finally, everything finishes. So this is the journey of the body. Shankaracharya in his scriptures is giving 6 steps of the body. Asti, jayate, vardate, viparinamate, pakshiyate. Etat sthula shariram. So this is the definition of the sthula sharira. And self, apart from that, why? Because self is not creation of the 5 great elements. Self is not cause for misery, experience of misery or sorrow. So self does not take birth. So any definition of the gross body is not apply in the soul. Now next. Sukshma Shariram Kim. Next question is, what is the subtle body? Gross body can be understood very easily. Very easily. If I have some understanding, then I can make separation between the gross body and the self. Because gross body takes birth, after some year, it may be 80, it may be 100 years, dies. And self does not die. Self does not die. So making separation between the self and the gross body is not so big issue. But now comes Sukshma Sarira. Sukshma Sarira means the subtle body. So first we have to understand what subtle body is. Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutai Kritam Satkarmajanyam. There are some similarity. The gross body was created Panchikrit Pancha Mahabhutai, great elements. But subtle body is creation of Apanchikrita. Subtle. Apanchikrita means subtle. What is Panchikaran? You will listen. Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutai Kritam. It's the material cause is obviously 5 great elements. 5 great elements is the material cause for the gross body. 5 great elements the material cause for the subtle body. But difference is, for subtle gross body, there is a Panchikaran. But here, the Panchikaran does not happen. So, Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutai Kritam. This is the ground, material cause. Satkarma Janyam again. It is also your punya karma. Obviously, pap karma, but punya karma is sukha dukha bhoga sadhanam. Again, subtle body is also the equipment of have experience sukh and dukha. पंच ज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि पंच कर्मेन्द्रियाणि पंच प्राणादया मनश्चैकम बुद्धिश्चैका एवं सप्तदश कलाभिः सह या तिष्ठति. Now he is stating that there are 17 elements. 17 elements. Pancha Jnanendriyani. 5 sense of organ of sense. Perception. So 5 organ of perception. Pancha Karmendriyani. 5 organ of action. Pancha Pranaha. And 5 energy forces. Pancha Prana. Manaschaikam and mind. Buddhischaika and intellect. Evam saptadaskalavhihi. These are 17 elements. Yatishtatihi. So in subtle body, like in our gross body, gross body, there is a blood, there is a bone, there is a intestine, kidney, heart, liver, lungs. There are so many things. They all are created by the 5 great elements. But in subtle body, there are 17 elements. 5 karmendriyani, 5 jnanendriyani, 5 pranaha, mind and intellect. So these are 17 kalabhi saha ya tishtati sa sukshma sariram. Now, what happens when someone dies? In our mythology, it is stated that Jivatma, the individual soul, leaves one body and it goes to another body. But how Atma can travel? Atma is everywhere. You cannot carry the sunlight from one place to another place. You can carry the water. We can carry the earth, the soil. Fire you can carry. Air you can carry. But you cannot carry the space. So when we listen that when someone dies, the Jivatma, individual soul, leaves one body and goes another place. It may be heaven, maybe hell, and another body. So it means that this subtle body travels. This subtle body travels from one place to another place, like our gross body travels one place to another place. Same, our subtle body, it goes from one place to another place, one body to another body, and we think the soul is traveling. Now next. So this is the process of the Vedanta. Now question is, what is the Pancha Jnanendriyani? What are the Pancha Jnanendriyani? You told in the subtle body, there are five sense Indriyani, Jnanendriyani. So what are they? Sense organs. So now listen. Srotram, Tvak, Chakshu, Rasana, Granamiti, Pancha Jnanendriyani. Very simple. Very simple. So there are five organs of sense, perception. So these are Srotram, our ears, Tvak, skin, Chakshu, eyes, Rasana, the tongue, Ghan, the nose. These are five devices, equipments. Through them, we experience entire world. If someone does not have these organs, for that person, there is no world. If someone does not have the ears, deaf, for that person, there is no sound, no music. The world of the music has gone. So entire our world, we are experiencing through these five sense organs. And what they do? The nature of the eyes is to see just the color. We do not know the substratum. We are watching just the color. This is red, white, green, yellow. Where it is. So see, there are three things only. One is experienced, experiencer. This is the entire world. Only three things: experienced, experience, and experiencer. Experienced means the objective world. What you can experience, this is experienced. What is you are experiencing, the experienced in our schools, in colleges, universities. What we do? We are working just for the experienced, for object. This is our knowledge. This is our understanding. We are working just for experienced, for object. Sometimes very rare people becomes alert about experience. If I am experiencing something, so their experienced is. But the medium, the connection between me and the object, there must be that connection. We call it experience, knowledge. You may have heard of Triputi, Gyata Gyan Geya. So we are thinking always about the Geya. Sometimes very rare people become alert that there must be some connection between us and the object. We call it Gyan, knowledge. Then philosophy begins. If you started thinking about this point, it is above the object. It is not experienced. A connection, this is a bridge between you and the table. You know the table, so it means you have knowledge of the table. So knowledge is the bridge between us and the object. When we started thinking about that point, now philosophy comes. Philosophy thinks about knowledge. And very rare people, they becomes alert, conscious about the third point, and that is the knower. Vigyataram arekena bijaniyat, Upanishad says. If I know something, so there is objects, there is a knowledge, but I am also there. Without me, knowledge cannot take place. So objects are there, no problem. Knowledge is also there, it's okay. But why are you forgetting me? I am also there. And we totally forget about myself. We are doing discoveries, researches about object. We are thinking about the knowledge. And we are totally forget about the third point, and third point is the self, the knower. Shankaracharya says, Srotram tvak chakshu rasana ghranam iti panchendriyani. Five organ of senses are Srotram, your ears, your tvak, your chakshu, the eye, your nose, and your tongue. Oh, now he's going deeper. This is very practical. Yes, everyone can understand. Yes, I am watching the color. It means through the eye. I am listening any word through my ears. It is very practical. Anyone can understand. This is not path of spirituality. Very practical, physical. But now he is taking deeper step. Uniqueness of the Vedanta, of the scriptures. He says, Srotrasya diga devata. Every sense organs has its presiding deity. Presiding deity. Srotrasya diga devata. The srotra, the ear. Its presiding deity is diga, directions. You can say the space. Because when I speak any word and you are listening, it means there is space. Otherwise, word how can travel? So word needs a space to travel from here to there. Srotrasya diga devataha tvacho. Then comes tvak, skin. We touch, there is a cold, there is a heat. Its deity is Vayu, Vayu Devata. Chakshusha Surya. The deity of the eyes is the Surya, the sun. It gives light. Rasanayaha Varunaha Varuna. Rasanayaha, the Varuna, the Rasana, the tongue, sir, deity is Varuna. Granasya Aswinahu. And Granasya, the nose deity is Aswini Kumar, twins. Iti Gyanendriya Devataha. Thus, these are the deity of the Gyanendriya, the organ of senses. Now, what is their work? Srotrasya Vishaya Shapta Grahanam. Very clearly. Very clearly. What Srotra does? Shrotra means ear. Sapta Grahanam, it grasps the word. Listening capacity. The Shrotra, it has capacity to listen word. Shabda Grahanam, Tacho Vishayaha, Sparsha Grahanam, the Twach, the skin. What it does, Shab Sparsha Grahanam, it gives experience of the hot, cold, soft, hard. Then you touch, because there is a tea or iron, hot iron. You cannot understand it is hot or not. When you touch, oh, it is hot. Sometimes happen, the tea is very, 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 very hot. And by mistake, and we drink it. Because the pot was so cold. We didn't understand they may be so cold, so hot, and we drink it. And when it goes to mouth, it is so hot, oh my God, here and there, this side, that side. Finally, it goes inside. And we know because inside there is God, Vaishnavar Bhagavan. He can manage everything. Inside, in my stomach, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. So that is why I'm chanting the chapter 15 before the lunch. I know I have to face so much food. So I pray to Vaishnavar Bhagavan, you come now, you help me. Only you can help me. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deyamasrita. Then Bhagavan Vaishwanar helps. Sparsha Grahanam Chakshushu Vishaya Rupa Grahanam. The Chakshu, it takes root. Rasanaya Vishaya Rasgranam. The Rasana, the tongue, takes taste. Granasya Vishaya Gandha Granam. The Gran, the nose, takes the smell. Now, next also, I want to do more. Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Pasthini, Pancha, Karmendriyani. Now, the question is, what are the five sense organ of action? Organ of action. These five, the action were, sense were, organs were for sense, perception. Now, Pancha Karmendriyani, karma means action. Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upasthini, Pancha Karmendriyani. Vak, speech, hand, legs, anus, genitals. These are five karmendriyani, organ of actions. And they are also have their deity. Vacho devata agnihi. The Vacho, the speaks deity is Agni, fire. You can see. Abuse someone, then fire break out. So Draupadi says, Andhe ke bacche andhe hote. See, Mahabharata happened. One single word. Vacho devata agnihi. The deity of speech is the Agni. Hastayo devata Indra. Hastayo Indra. Indra means the deity for action. And we do actions through our hands. Padayo Vishnu. And deity for path. Vishnu. So that is why we worship the Pad Puja. We do Pad Puja. And we say, I salute in your feet. We do not say, I salute in your nose, your head, your mouth. No. I salute your feet. Payor Mrityuhu. And the Mrityu Devata is the deity for Upastha. Upasthasya Payuhu. Upasthasya Prajapatihi. Upasthasya Devata Prajapatihi. Now see their activities. Vacho Vishayaha Bhashanam. What Vani does? Speaking. Panayor Vishaya Vastu Grahanam. Through hand, he takes everything. Grahanam. Padayor Vishaya Gamanam. Gamanam. Movement. We need legs. Payor Vishaya Malatyagam. And the Payo, the anus, activity is Malatya, evacuation of unrequired things. Upasthasya Vishaya Anandaha. And genitals object is procreation. So there are 5 X Indriyani for action. So we have studied 10 Indriyani. 5 Indriyani for perception, 5 for action. So these are 10 Indriyani. Now comes in the definition of the soul, self, Shankaracharya wrote, Panchagya Indriyani, Pancha, Panchikrita. Now we were studying about the gross subtle body, right? Subtle body. Apanchikrita pancha mahabhutai satkarmajanyam sukha dukkha bhoga sadhanam panchendriyani panchakarmendriyani. So we have studied it. Now another topic will come tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashikritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Puna Isharo Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.